Alright guys, welcome in. This is Tony K, UGSM, Utopian Games, Sales and Media. Coming today to talk about the rares in the upcoming set Kamigawa Neon Dynasty. Releases 13 days from today, February 18th. We know that there are 63 rares spoiled so far. And, well, I'm not going to go through all 63 of them. What I am going to do is I'm going to pick about 5 or 6 after scrolling down the page. They've already been selected. They're over here. And we're going to talk about them. So let's get right to it. Now, of course, lot of fun stuff in this set. I want to talk about this right here. The Haizuchu, the Devouring Chaos Cycle. Look at that. Look at those 4 cards. I love it. And then they have just the basic art over there, but they're going to include those cards. Very cool. Another one of the cycles we're going to get is the Invoke Cycle. When I say cycles, what I mean is one of each color. So you see here, kind of the same thing, one of each color. Even though that's not a green or red card, it just has the art around it. These are the actual cards. Very cool, very cool. Coming on down, let's find the next cycle that we get in this set. It's the March of cycle. You see there's some cool stuff where you can exile some cards from your hand that share a color with this to do some weird stuff. Get a little extra bang for your buck. Really neat. Got a new card that removes the legend rule. That's kind of cool. This card right here is going to be a problem. Sadoruyura Umezawa. Given all the creatures in your hand ninjutsu for 4, it's going to be pretty dope. Continuing on down, we see just a ton of cards. Well, let's talk about the ones that I want to talk about. So, first, perhaps the card that's getting the most hype pre-release. This is definitely in the conversation. Bosiju, whatever you say it, who endures. This legendary land does not come in tapped. It adds 1 green, but it does have channel. Discard it, and you can destroy target artifact, enchantment, or non-basic land. If you do, that an opponent controls, that player may search your library for a land card with a basic land type. So it could get duels or shocks, whatever, but if they don't have those, this card is pretty bonkers. And then considering that it costs 1 less generic for each legendary you control, that's pretty bonkers. I've seen some people say this is one of the best cards ever printed, or one of the best lands ever printed. Time will tell. It is going to be a powerhouse. One very important thing that I want to just throw out there to you guys. It's a rare. Even though it's a legendary land, it is still just a rare. So there will be a lot of these impacts compared to maybe at the mythic level. Just keep an eye on that. Price-wise right now, about $35 pre-release, give or take. You see some sites have it all the way up to $40. Just, I don't know. That's one of those cards that this is going to be one of the hardest cards to kind of predict in this set. I think it will have a little bit of a tank, but I don't see it dropping too much, and I don't know how often they could reprint something like this. So keep that in mind. Up next, Fable of the Mirror Breaker. So we have sagas returning in this set, but they gave us a little bit of a spin in that when the saga is over, when it's done, it flips. The Mirror Breaker. You get a 2/2 Goblin Shaman. It has a little attack clause on it. You can discard and redraw some cards. And then the final one. It's a little Kiki-Jiki revamped kind of deal. Now, I don't know if I necessarily love that it's going to cost me 1 to activate this, that I can't just do it right away. But I will tell you this, I can have another version of a Kiki-Jiki out. Not bad. This card is trending around $3 right now. You see, again, some places a little bit lower, all the way up to $4. I predict this will actually go up. I think it'll stay in under $10 easily, but it's going to go up a few bones. So I think it's going to rest right around that $7 to $9 range. It does a lot of things on the front, and then the back it continues to give. And if you're able to repeat the process one way or the other, it's pretty powerful. Just saying. Up next, we have a board wipe, except that this one is... Woof! Woohoo, boy! Farewell. It's 6 total mana value. You can choose one or more. Exile all, and then you have 4 options. Artifacts, creatures, enchantments, graveyards. I can't remember the black and white card, Merciless Eviction possibly, that does something very similar. But I think that one includes Planeswalkers. I'm not sure. I like this for 2 reasons. One, you have options. Now, they couldn't put Planeswalkers on there, obviously, because that would have just been too much. But imagine it if. The other reason I really like this is it's exile, not destroy. So farewell, baby. I think that's sauce. Just me. Just me. Alright, so let's go to the other 2 cards that really stood out to me. First off is Thousand-Faced Shadow. This 1 mana value blue creature is a 1/1 with ninjutsu. Has 4 for that price though. And it's a flyer. And it reads, when Thousand-Faced Shadow enters the battlefield from your hand, if it is attacking, create a token that's a copy of another target attacking creature. The token enters the battlefield tapped and attacking. So, you ninjutsu this out, you can copy another attacking creature. I think that's really cool. I like that they're getting a little bit more creative with the ninjutsu in this set. And personally, this is one of the cards I'll be seeking. It really is. I really like that. Now, right around that $4 range right now, depending upon where you go. I don't know. I don't think this is going to be anything more than a $2 or $3 card after some of the hype starts dying down. I don't see this card spiking very much. I don't see this card being very expensive at any point. But I do think that this is a very good card, in my opinion, and in the right build. So I just wanted to point that out. And finally, the rare that I might be most excited about, I don't know, Ishin. Is it Ishin? 2 heavens as 1. So we got the Mardu colors. We got a legendary creature, Human Samurai, 3/4. Now, they didn't really give much help to the Samurais. That's fine. If it came down in this set to Samurais or Ninjas getting the most love, in the Mythic video, I talked about how one of my closest friends, he's a big Ninja fan. I'd rather get Ninjas. However, I need some Samurai support in the future. It's time. They've gotten a bad rap, because this doesn't even work with the Samurais.